Hi guys, it's Weeded, and I am here with a 6x6 piece of paper. It is Strathmore tan toned paper. This particular 6x6 is for Rachel Black's Artful Evidence prompt, and the prompt was Doodles. So I started off, I'm using a Stampin' Up! Brown marker just to do the outlining, and I struggle because I used Derwent, what is that, soft color soft pencils, and I'm not used to them. I usually use Prismacolors, Polychromos, or Luminance, and so I really struggled, and you'll see this is sped up I don't know how many times. The video is about 10 minutes, and this took me right at 2 hours to do. So it's pretty fast, and I'm using my Derwent Helical Super Point pencil sharpener. You'll see me sharpening pencils frequently, trying to get some of the better lines in. There I did use Luminance, the white and ivory. Those are the only Luminance pencils that I used. The rest were the Derwent Color Soft, and I'm just not very adept at using them. Maybe it's because I don't use them that much. They felt rough. They felt very rough to me. Almost, I kept expecting them to be like a pastel pencil. So I worked with it. I enjoy owls, and I just go in and doodle as much as I can. I was trying to do this actually with Crayola pencils, but I found I didn't have enough colors in like the neutral range to effectively do, say, an owl, and I did want to make him brown since I was using the tanned paper. I like this 6x6 challenge format that Rachel Black has going because I don't have to worry. If I'm working in a book, I don't have to worry about, oh, is this page not going to turn out? I can experiment and try things. If I don't like how it's going, then I can start over. So it makes it very nice. I do plan on binding these later. She has a new prompt every week, and the first prompt was flowers. I just actually finished a second piece for that particular prompt. I'll have that video up soon, but the prompt was flowers, and this one was doodle. And for some reason, I don't know, I just thought of an owl. I used a circle template to draw him, so he's whimsical. There's not much to him. He is very simple, and free-handed the feet and the beak and the ears, I guess. And that's really all I'm doing. I'm going in here. I continue using the Stampin' Up! I think it's chocolate. No, I don't remember the name. And there I get a center so I can see what I'm doing. I also wanted to do this with color erase pencils, but again, when I looked at my stash, they don't have very many colors in the Prismacolor color erase, so I didn't have enough, I felt like, to get a good variation on the owl. And I know that I hold that up and you really can't see anything. It's because I did have to speed this up so much. And my recommendation is, if there's something you want to see, stop the video or just click on the little gear button at the bottom of the video, and you can slow the video way, way down. I went in and put some points in there, and then I put a highlighter on the tip of the feathers, and I did use the Luminance Ivory for that. And then I go in and add some shadows, trying to just get a little depth on those feathers. This is a doodle, and it's fine if there's not any depth, but I did want to try to get just a little bit, and it was hard. It was just really hard with the color soft pencils. I I had trouble with the lights, which is why I reverted to the luminance, and I had trouble actually layering these pencils, and I think I did get a little bit of depth, but it was really kind of a struggle, and it was very frustrating. So I'm not sure how I feel. That's the black color erase pencil that I just use on the tips, and so I wasn't particularly thrilled with the feathers in the middle, because when I went to go in and add some depth, I didn't really get a good blended look, and the feathers look kind of dirty to me. And again, it was just the pencils, me not knowing how to use them or not having much experience with them. There is some depth, but it doesn't, I don't know. It's not what I like. Whoops, I'm sorry. Tipping everything over. It's not what I'm like. It's not what I'm used to. So it just felt like they were kind of dirty. And I go in and I put a highlight in the middle of the flowers with feathers with the luminance, and then I go over it with the Derwent Soft, which gives it sort of it ended up looking kind of patchy, which I was not expecting either, but I just went with it and decided to be consistent and figured, I'm just going to say they look more like feathers. And there I am. I'm trying to get a little bit more depth, so where the feathers overlap, I'm going in and darkening that little area a little bit. Again, just frustration because I wasn't getting the look that I wanted. There I go in and try to add some highlights and give the feathers a bit of a glow. I'm looking right now for the color maybe that would blend well and do that for me. And that's what I ended up. Oh, I don't see where I went in and added the glow. I've done that already though. I don't see it. This was, I used a Color Soft pencil, probably ivory or cream or something like that, so I could doodle in the border. And I do it this way because then it gives it a little bit of depth. I'll come back in with a darker color, and it looks like the frame has a reflection in it. I don't do this particular type of frame very much. It used to be really popular, and I felt like it got overdone and overused, so I got away from doing it. But for a doodle picture, I liked it, and now I'm coming in with the dark, and I am going over the highlight with the dark, and it kind of tones down the highlight, and I think it makes it look a little bit more realistic. It's a little bit softer look. Sometimes I leave it nice and bright, but with this it felt like it was just a little too bright. Working on the tan-toned paper was really nice. I haven't worked with it very much. I just got some a few months ago, and I've played around with it, but this is the first time I actually tried to do anything on it as far as a finished look. So it turned out pretty nice. I like the way the white pops on it. Now I want to go in and do a little bit of work around the background. So I'm taking actually a pastel pencil and then smudging it. And I like that look. I think it gives the piece a little bit more depth, and I go around it twice. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, just hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all my new subscribers and those who've been with me from the beginning. It's fun, and I'm doing a whole lot more than I really thought I would be doing. And I'm enjoying just about every minute of it. Sometimes I get frustrated with the video editing. That's when I have to get the bad man in to help me with it. And there I am with the second layer, smudging it out. And there he is.